Old Hat, New Hat is brought to you exclusively by AGI. Grain handling, grain storage, grain leadership. AGI brings it all to your farm. Learn more today at aggrowth.com.
The grain storage we find on farms today is nothing like the systems we saw 40 years ago. But sometimes those old hats can teach us new lessons. Today, we begin a new series, Old Hat, New Hat, with a focus on learning from the past and embracing the technology of tomorrow.
Travel the countryside and you'll see them, the older, smaller bends of yesteryear, and nearby, the giants of today.
There's a big difference in this short one that's right here versus that one.
But that's what they used to use.
Right.
And it was enough.
Purdue Extension Safety Specialist Bill Field has been studying the on-farm bin industry for decades. And he says as farms consolidate, add acres, and harvest more bushels, the economics of storage have proven beneficial.
So we're moving from these small bins that were 8, 10, 20,000 bushels to the ones behind us that are 370,000 bushels.
At that size, and with so much money at stake, grain management is key.
For example, in a small bin, if something goes wrong, you're only dealing with, let's say, 20,000 bushels a bin. You have something go wrong seriously in a 250,000 bushel bin, it's going to be a mess.
Do you feel like we've got technology today that can help us?
We sure have a lot of good technology today. We got thermocouples that are hung in the bins to monitor temperature. We've got carbon dioxide monitors that tell you when the grain is deteriorating. We got cameras that we can put in bins to just look at what's going on. And so, and all of this can be linked to your phone. I remember being in church and a farmer sitting next to me, his phone went off, and he looked at it and he says, "I got a hot bin." And he gets up and leaves. I mean, this is something that I didn't see when I started out in this business. This is from a bin, and this is corn, and this is what happens when it gets wet and it just deteriorates. And these chunks, they're not real heavy.
No, they're pretty light.
But they cover they cover over the well or the opening in the base of the bin. It just plugs it.
Field says grain quality, not bin size, is often the leading cause of entrapment-related injuries or death.
And I've been involved in analyzing probably close to 1,500 cases involving grain bin entrapment. The number one correlating factor is that grain quality issue, and then followed up by them going in alone. I think we're at a facility here where the owner would tell me their goal is never to go in that bin, never. If they have to go in the bin, they already know they got a problem.
As technology improves, Field hopes fewer farmers feel the need to ever set foot inside.
That's what we used to see everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, that's the way business was done. And so now people like Fred and Jeff they've bought a local elevator,
Right.
a co-op.
From the bins of yesterday to the giants of tomorrow, on-farm storage is changing the way the industry handles its most valuable resources, its grain and its people.